Hi guys, just here for my first session of the revision channel. Today we're going to be discussing the alien, the form of the alien, in Ridley Scott's 1979 film Alien. And yeah, we're just going to discuss the forms of the alien, how it was designed to scare the audience, or the spectator in this case, and the designer of Alien. We're going to start with the designer actually. H.R. Giger was the original designer for The Beast. It was based on his painting Necronom 4. Ridley Scott chose him specifically for his fetishistic work, and because of this, the final form of the monster was often called vagina dentata. Let's look at the stages of the beast. It's first encountered as an egg. The egg is a leathery substance, kind of reptilian, and when it opens, it blooms like a flower. Inside is veiny, flesh looking, almost like a womb. And that was the effect that Ridley intended. And later, the facehugger makes an appearance. The facehugger was a combination of phobias. It had 8 legs, like a spider, which enforced arachnophobia. It looked slimy, disgusting. It even had this weird bulge just behind the 8 legs, which seemed kind of squid-like in appearance, and its tail was serpentine. Its overall appearance was just disgusting. And later on, when it falls off its victim, it curls up like a dead insect with its legs curling inwards, and that is when we get the chest buster. Now, the actors weren't told what was going to come out of the first victim's chest. The first victim falls on the table. He convulses, there's a spray of blood. The actors are shocked. They know something is going to come out of his chest, but they have no idea what. This is where H.R. Giger's first design comes through. It has the appearance of an erect penis with a helmet, but it has sharp metallic teeth, and it's blind, it looks deaf, it has no eyes, and that's just all the more scarier for the spectator, as there is no circumstance where you can attempt to interact with this creature. It is purely feral, and it leaps out of the first victim's chest, looks around and wails horrifically, then speeds off. Now at this point, the camera has been relatively slow moving. There have just been cuts here and there, but whenever the alien makes an appearance, it speeds up. That is to emphasise the speed of the alien and to shock the spectator. The final form of the alien, we see Brett walking along and trying to look for the cat. He picks up what appears to be a pile of shredded skin, and then we get the Luton's bus as the cat leaps out. He follows the cat, and just over his shoulder we catch a glimpse of the beast's tail swinging into view. Now it's quite clear that it's a tail, even though it's out of focus at this point. But the spectator is there thinking, what is this? We're just seeing a tail. I don't see it. It's the snake-like tail. It's kind of been passed on from the facehugger onto the final form of the beast. And we're just shown the beast in pieces. This is a pretty clever effect by Ridley here. He's trying to get us to piece together the monster ourselves. That way we can form our own idea of what the monster looks like. It's a lot scarier that way. And what we first see is the tail. We see it drop down in the dark, the low-key lighting helping to camouflage it. And of course the cat's freaking out. And It moves slowly, and you can see it salivating through its still metallic teeth. Its huge helmet still got the appearance of a penis, but now when it opens its mouth, there's a smaller, tinier mouth inside. That's what the design has become famous for, the smaller mouth. And that layered idea in its mouth is the vagina. And it was known as vagina dentata, as I may have mentioned earlier, I'm not sure. And yeah, it's to express sexual fears in some men. Still, the beast moves slowly. When Brett turns around, it doesn't strike right away. He screams first, the typical image of horror, the cliche, the close-up of the screaming face. Then, bam, strikes like a snake into his head. Brett falls down, the screaming goes silent, and he flies up into the dark, and the cat is left staring where he disappeared. And that close-up finishes the sequence. Now that is the kind of masterpiece that sets apart most good horror films from the rest. And that scene just made the film for me personally. But anyway, that's my discussion about The Beast. Next time in Spectatorship I will be exploring and explaining the Beast in Eden Lake. Won't be as surreal and sci-fi as this one because it's a more realistic film. It's more of a slasher film than obviously a sci-fi, and hopefully this will enlighten you in some way. Hope you enjoyed this. This is the Braxter signing off. Thank you.